What? So today when I was at locals, I heard people talking about the ban list, and some new things that were on it and were taken off. I wasn't in the tournament at locals today, so I was just kind of in the corner to myself. I was actually working on a deck, and when I heard them talking about it, I just had to go home and check to see if they were right. And once I got home, I looked at all the updates on it, and I can already say I'm not very pleased with it. It actually kind of caught me off guard. Honestly, I don't know if you guys saw it coming, but I did not see it coming when I saw that Monster Reborn and Heavy Storm were both banned. Most people know that's part of the Trinity, which is Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, and Dark Hole. So it really surprised me that they took out two of those. And honestly, I would have rather seen them take out Dark Hole. I If anything, if they left one, I would rather have it be Monster Reborn. Um, I'm just really surprised they took both of those out. Anyway, and then one other thing that kind of shocked me was that they also, at the same time, took out Pot of Avarice. I know, I know not everyone uses them, but I felt like if they took out Reborn like that, well, clearly we'd probably see more Call of the Haunted, but I think I would have personally seen Pot of Avarice used a lot more, but they took that out too, so, and I actually really enjoyed Pot of Avarice, so it kind of seems like they're trying to limit it on revival from pretty much the grave, so that was a little surprising. At least MST wasn't really hit, so anyway, let's see. The decks they hit, the dragons, I'm totally fine with that. But they hit. I expected to stop mermails. I expected all they would do was limit dragoons. Well, when I saw Diva was also limited, I was a little upset. One reason being because I have a mermail deck. It was a little startling to see that they did both. I really would have. I didn't even think mermails were that big of a threat anymore. Not as big of a threat as like the dragons or the spell books. Which I was really glad to see that spell book of judgment was banned. Um, but there's nothing I can do about it. Although one thing I really wish I would have saw more of is I wish I would have seen more of, or I wish I would have seen them take care of the Fire Fists. Um, I mean, they only semi-limited Tenki. I really wanted to see that limited. I feel like that's still going to be a big deck. And then they also limited Spirit. Um, so I was hoping to see Bear on there, but it wasn't. So, I don't know. I wish they would have done something more about that rather than Mermails. Sorry, I'm losing track today. And then let's see what else. Well, that's really all they saw in there. Oh, and one other thing is seeing them limit Rabbit, Rescue Rabbit. That kind of that only like personally affected me just because I use Rabbit. I would use two in my Evil Swarm deck, and now that it's limited, I'm gonna have to find replacements. So for Evil Swarms, I know I've seen so many different deck profiles on it. Personally, I'm like half the time I would see hand traps, but then half the time I wouldn't. But now since they limited that, I think I'm gonna kind of switch to the hand traps and start running like Maxis and Effect Veilers. So anyway, moving on from that, another thing I didn't like is seeing Bottomless Trap Hole being limited. That was a little upsetting. I loved running two, and I'm pretty sure everyone did. And now that it's limited, maybe seeing a lot less of it, I don't know. And then Torrential Tribute, that was also limited. That hurt my Evil Swarm deck as well, because it was a pretty good combo. And one thing I didn't see coming was them limiting compulse. That that was a bit of a shock to me. I didn't expect them to limit it. At the most, I could see them um, having it on a semi limit, but not like completely limited. So but anyway, that's just kind of my thoughts on this ban list. I'm not really a fan of it. I don't really like it that much, but there's nothing really I can do about it. So through this next ban list, I'm really interested to see on how people change their decks, especially with the Heavy Storm and the Monster Reborn pulled away. I'm definitely expecting to see a lot more Call of the Haunted used and a lot more MSTs used. Um, so yeah, uh, so that's it, guys. Give me your thoughts down in the comments below. Um, I know we're still not a very big team or a YouTube channel, but I still want to know your guys' thoughts. So just remember, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks.